just fail. A lot of people get analysis paralysis.
There's no such thing as a perfect video. Like, someone should always call you and it on your video because it could be better.
When I was a young teenager, I was getting no views, had no money, had no equipment.
Imagine spending 10 years of your life only thinking about one thing every waking hour of the day.
Yep.
Thousands of people crowded the American Dream Mall in East Rutherford for a restaurant opening.
YouTube star Mr. Beast, whose real name is Jimmy Donaldson, has more than 100 million subscribers, and now he's got a burger joint, his first brick-and-mortar restaurant.
Until now, the burgers were made in ghost kitchens and could only be ordered on delivery services, so some fans traveled from far away for the big grand opening.
I am absolutely stunned by the amount of people that have traveled here from cross-country, out of the country, and some have never even tried one of these burgers.
I just obsess over it, and I obsess over it until I fall asleep, and I dream about it, and then I wake up and I do it again. Building this business is like cocaine to me. I just don't know how to stop.
Like, if you make the right kind of short form content, you can literally grow across every platform. Like, Cabby Lane doesn't make Instagram specific content. And what does he have, like 80 million followers?
I think you're neck and neck with him right now.
Yeah, well, but whatever. But on Instagram, he's like 80 million followers, right? But the guy doesn't even use Instagram. He just reposts his clips over it, right? Same thing with a lot of other people popping on short form. So, like, short form is very interesting because it's like, you don't have to be like a god at YouTube. You don't have to be a god at TikTok and then a god at Snapchat and then a god at this platform and that platform. You can actually, it's very weird. It's like, this has never happened in social media. It just never has. You can master this one craft, and by mastering that one craft, you can grow across all platforms, which it's just like, even for me, like, I would say I'm one of the best in the world at YouTube, but I'm not one of the best in the world at Instagram. I'm just not, you know? But if you master short form really high level enough, you can be one of the best at both, because being the best at short form means you can have popping reels and popping shorts on YouTube. So to me, it's pretty fascinating because if you play your cards right, you can grow on every single platform, which is wild.
That's an encouragement to everyone watching to clip this.
Spread these clips.
Spread these clips.
Do it. Do you care if they re-upload it on TikTok?
No,
guys, easy way to make money. I get the clip in. They gave you permission. I want to see TikToks. I want to see shorts. I want to see reels every single moment. Subtitles. Make the subtitles better. Bro, do that thing where they throw the cringe violin with subtitles. You know what? Screw it. Figure out a different instrument. You're up here. You're different. I want to see it.
And the sooner you learn how to make great videos that people actually want to watch, the sooner you'll get views. I think is the biggest takeaway. Because, like, when I was 14, I thought my videos were the best in the world. They weren't. They're terrible. Many people are making way better videos than me, but I didn't think that. And I think, you know, to be successful, you kind of have to have a little bit of that ego where you're like, you know, my content's great. You got to believe in it. But also, like, if you have sub 1,000 subscribers, like, there's a good probability your videos just suck. They just do. And you need to make hundreds of videos or 100 videos. I don't know. It depends on the difficulty of your videos. Improve something every time and just, like, get to the point where they don't. When you make good content, you'll blow up. It's not the algorithm. It's not anything. It's just like me and most people who are in my position, you just make terrible videos. And that's okay, because you got to make a bunch of videos and improve over time to be great. Like, you don't just pick up a baseball and become an MLB level athlete within a year. You know, it takes many, many, many years.
I could start a new channel tomorrow with not using my face or my voice, like, without ever promoting it, and in 6 months have 20 million subscribers. I just could. It's purely knowledge. Like, if you knew what I knew, you could get 10 million views a video, and you could get 10 million subscribers no matter where you are right now within 6 months. It really is just knowledge. And I can already tell you 90% of the people watching, they don't agree with that. They don't. And everyone has excuses, and they're always like, nah, YouTube just doesn't work like that, Jimmy. You don't understand. But I mentor a lot of people. I see it even to this day. I still see it all the time. It is possible. It is simply knowledge. And the second you accept that it is knowledge and you start your, for me, 10,000 day journey of learning, for you, whatever it is, if you want to be less hardcore, and like actually figuring out, you know, what makes a good video, what does my audience want, how can I elevate? And then you take that knowledge and you just assume that I will never understand what the perfect video is. And every single day, I just need to be devoted to learning as much as possible and improving as much as possible. And I got to improve every video as much as I can.
Analysis paralysis, and they'll just sit there and they'll plan their first video for 3 months. And I'm any of you listening, if you, especially if you have 0 videos on your channel, your first video is not going to get views. Period. It's not. Your first 10 are not going to get views. I can very confidently say that. So stop sitting there and thinking for months and months on end, and just get to work and start uploading. Like,
all you need to do, this applies to people who have not uploaded videos but have dreams of being a YouTuber, is make 100 videos and improve something every time. Do that. And then on your 101st video, we'll start talking, like maybe you can get some views, but you know, your first 100 are gonna suck. There are very freak cases like Liza Koshy or Emma Chamberlain who have really good personalities and it doesn't take them as many videos. And it's just like people who are 7'5" and making the NBA. Like, yes, there are freak cases you can find, but for the average person like us, you know, who don't have these exceptional personalities and, you know, backgrounds in filmmaking, just make 100 videos, improve something each time, and then talk to me on your 101st video.
How do you improve something each time?
The second one, just, I don't know, put more effort into the script. The third one, try to learn a new editing trick. The fourth one, try to figure out a way that you can have better inflections in your voice. The fifth one, try to, you know, study a new thumbnail tip and implement it. The sixth one, try to figure out a new title. There's infinite ways. That's the beauty of content creation online. There's literally infinite ways, from the coloring to the frame rate to the editing to the filming to the production to the jokes to the pacing to every little thing can be improved, and they can never not be improved. There's no
on a video. Is that something do you usually just stick with one, or you try?
Well, I think we get better at making thumbnails every year. So it's more, when I upload a thumbnail, I usually think it's good and I don't change it most of the time. But what happens is like 3 years later, I look back and I'm like, oh, that's a horrible thumbnail. And so it's usually like every 2 years we just go back and update a lot of our older thumbnails just because they're terrible. Just with like the new knowledge we have and what we've learned. And funny enough, that actually usually does help quite a bit when we update the thumbnails on old videos. They usually do see a little bit of an uptick because they're just, you know, if we take an old thumbnail where it's like seeing if whatever, like 100,000 magnets can stop a car, and it just looks terrible. And then with the new stuff, I know we zoom in a little bit so it's a little more visible and make things look better. Then magically it starts doing a little bit better because now people actually understand what it is, because I'm not as